podcast talk, now it's deeper than rap. Couple.
Hey man, so what's going on, man? Last time we talked, I had some little technical dysfunctions, whatnot.
Hmm.
Um, but you had gave us an update on JR. Where does that update stand as of now?
Well, as of now, his next court date is on the 14th. Um, he has been extradited. People call it transferred, but I call it extradited because when they take you from one state to another state, of one country to another country, that's extradition. So he's been extradited back to Houston. He's in the Southern District of Texas, in a federal holding facility, and waiting for the hearings to unfold, bro. I talked to him again. What's say Friday, Wednesday. He in good spirits. He in good spirits, and he was just waiting for everything to unfold.
Okay.
Everything I told y'all before in terms of how we look at it and how he views it, it is what it is. He was picked up because he refused. So listen, there's
Refuse to
a
cooperate.
there's a bunch of he was a felon in possession of firearm. Rockstar, let me tell you this, bro. Uh, I'm not a criminal anymore, but if you were to look at my criminal history, anybody would call me a career criminal, bro. I've been getting in trouble since I was 12 years old, like felony shit, right?
Yeah.
Listen, being a felon in possession of a firearm is not automatically a federal offense. Being a felon in possession of a firearm, right? Unless you get caught in the commission of a felony that's already on a federal level. That doesn't the feds don't always pick up. The feds don't pick up the majority of felons who get caught with a gun again. I know niggas who got 2 or 3 gun charges and they never went fed. It's all state cases. And not
Mm,
just in Michigan, from other places. Getting caught with a firearm as a felon does not automatically bump you up to the feds. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
There are other factors they take into consideration. Uh, there are other factors they take into consideration before they actually grab your shit, like your overall criminal history. Jr. don't have no extensive criminal history, bro. He ain't no motherfucker. He don't got no 35 felonies.
Oh, okay. So you think he gonna get a bond? That's what I'm
Um,
hearing.
I don't know, and it's a lot of weird shit going on, bro. So I don't want to say yeah, but in my mind, he should have received a bond at his first hearing in Detroit. In my
Mm,
mind,
mm.
that when you look at the criminal complaint, and you have the criminal complaint, you have it right.
Yeah, yeah, you sent to me. All right.
When you look at the criminal complaint, before you get to anything, listen, bro, we before you get to anything involving a gun, people are stuck on the gun shit. Before you get to anything surrounding or involving a gun, you have an assault being committed on him, and you have him being robbed. The
Yeah.
criminal complaint, the criminal complaint articulates in explicit detail that Allstar JR was, and it says he was being assaulted by multiple people and he was being robbed. It says that people were snatching his chains off. It says that somebody had took his watch off his wrist and put it in their pocket.
Yeah.
So when people are saying, well, damn, well, you know, he fled the scene, he left the state. That's after the fact. You don't have any of this shit. You don't have nothing concerning no gun without looking at the assault and robbery off bail. So I've been criticized because people saying, "Hey, Dawgface, you saying they robbed somebody? You saying they assaulted somebody?" My nigga, that shit was on camera, and I'm sick and tired of niggas being children in terms of the way you look at this shit. I ain't us talking about what happened and me being a person who he appointed to speak on his behalf on YouTube and social media. Us saying what happened, that ain't me telling it. That ain't me ratting. That's me just simply telling what the facts that already that exist. But if a motherfucker want to say me point out the fact that he was being jumped, assaulted, and robbed, if a nigga want to say that's telling, I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. They can say whatever they want to say. You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to make that clear. That's my man. Listen. I didn't meet All Star Jr. after this thing happened. I've been knowing Jr. for 10 years, bro. And we've always had a decent relationship. We've always been cool. The other things that he went through, like getting shot in the face, when that happened, once he recovered, I spoke to him about that. I wished him well.
I
You
was
know what I'm
gonna tell you,
saying?
I was gonna ask you this too. Uh, or you think they're gonna use that? You know, what I'm saying the defense that he's been shot before, and you know that probably blacked out, panicked. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know because I'm not a part of his legal strategy. If I had to, if I was his lawyer, I would say yes, because the fact, so, Texas is a stand your ground state, and the law that allows a felon to temporarily possess a firearm when he himself or somebody with him is being assaulted or being robbed in some way. That
Yeah,
law that allows a person to possess a firearm temporarily, that law is a federal law. Those are federal considerations. The state has it too, but on the federal level has recognized that in some instances, a person who is a felon can possess a firearm to defend themselves. And then there are other criteria that says that you can possess a firearm, but you can't take it anywhere. You have to leave it. You can't take it and transport it somewhere else, right? But you can pick it up and use it in defense of yourself or somebody who's with you, right? Your physical person or your property, right? So there's a law that says that. So what people are doing, people are saying, well, he overkilled. He did too much. If he hadn't came back and did X, Y, and Z, then we can see that law being applicable to him. But let me
yeah,
tell you something, bro. You can't tell a motherfucker at what point, from a psychological standpoint, you can't tell no motherfucker. I'm gonna stop cussing because I don't want you to bleep this out. You can't tell another human being, bro, when in his mind he thinks the threat is over with. He fighting 5, 6 guys.
yeah.
They
That's
got
all.
chairs, all other kind. So he's not standing over the whole situation, looking to see who is exactly doing what.
Yeah,
So in your mind, you can say, well, damn, he went too far. But who are you to say far? If he was white, if he was a white man, if he was a white man in a situation like that, being jumped by 5, 6 niggas, nobody would be saying that white man went too far
The
that's a
police
fact.
overkill all the time.
all the time.
Yeah, yeah. You ain't lying though. You ain't lying. You know, free JR. You know, we hope we
Yeah,
get up out that
absolutely.
situation. You feel me? We don't wish jail on nobody. You know what I'm saying? What's the update with Ben 10 and they situation? And he out now. I mean, will he corroborate? Is he fully corroborating? I mean, what's going on with
They
the
already
details of
they
that?
they already made statements. They already made statements saying that the gun was not theirs, that the guns was JR's. And then Daddy and Ron, he even went so far as to go to his Instagram. When he went to his Instagram, the last post that he made was a picture with him and the gun in his hand, and him saying, they always say that shit happened when you ain't got that thing on you. So he's already basically he telling y'all what he told them. And I'm saying that because since we saying, well, JR, he shouldn't have made a video. JR shouldn't have made a rap song. JR shouldn't have made an Instagram post.
Yeah,
Well, what is Daddy and Ron saying when he's saying the one time I ain't had that fire on me?
yeah,
He's letting them know it wasn't my gun. So
yeah,
he's telling the whole world what tip he on.
yeah,
They made statements and they said it wasn't him. Allstar JR didn't make no statement. And when he got back to Michigan, he lawyered it up. He switched attorneys since that point, but he lawyered it up and he didn't say nothing. Now you can say, well, he shouldn't have made a video. Because I heard somebody who has no credibility in the situation whatsoever say, well, he made videos, he did this, he did
Right
that.
now, all the
He did
trash
a
from out there ends up in here.
they
he did
throwing
a
it in. They got it.
Like, is motherfuckers
he
throwing shit
he
over here? Like,
he did all that because he know he ain't did shit wrong. You hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
You can argue. You can argue whether it was wise or not for him to make a video or make a song or make a post. You can argue that all day. But the fact of the matter is, you can't get away from the fact that he was sitting in there. There's a lot of misinformation. When Ben 10 and Daddy and Ron started talking, one of the first things they said was because we was laughing at them because they ran and left their mans. So when they started talking to academics, they told academics, well, JR was in there with 4 or 5 other guys, and those 4 or 5 other guys ran and left him too when it was just a fight. We now know they was lying. He was never
Yeah.
in there with no other guys. He was in there with one woman having dinner. And so it's a bunch of misinformation around there. So I sent you all the information about Atlantic Ocean. I sent you information
Yeah,
proving
with
that
the menu. With the
yeah,
menu and stuff.
the actual birthday celebration was not at confession. The birthday celebration was at a restaurant called Atlantic Oceans. I sent you all the proof. They even had special menus printed up
Yeah.
with OG 33's name on the menu. It was a
So
birthday. It was a birthday novelty.
so
They
they
were
lied
not.
about OG3 having a birthday party at the same place he was at. That
Yes,
was a
they
lie.
lied. They lied about that. 100% lied about it. So
Wow.
listen, don't forget. Junior said, Jay Prince Jr. said that he was late for the party because he had to go to his aunt's birthday party, which was a family function, and then he had to go to physical therapy. Why are you talking about physical therapy at 11:30 at night, nigga? What physical therapy office open in the world at 11, 10, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, 9, 10, 11 at night? Why you even bringing up, if you went to physical therapy at 2 o'clock, why you talking about that shit at 11:30 at night?
Do you think JR no, not JR, but Jazz Jay Prince Jr., you think his role is gonna be, do you think it's gonna be significant in this? Do you think that he's actually gonna be subpoenaed in XYZ?
Well, so listen. So let me tell you the position that we are in. The position that we are in is that this. So we're not talking about any shooting because he ain't been charged with no shooting. So we don't have to justify why he shot anybody. We don't have to, at this point, we don't have to justify why he shot anybody. We don't have to justify whether or not if he smacked him with the gun or not. We don't have to justify if it was over, if it was over, if he overreached or overstepped, right? We don't have to justify or answer for whether he spit in that bitch ass nigga face. We ain't got to talk about none of that. All we got to talk about is under what circumstances he came into possession of a firearm. He doesn't know where the firearm came from. The firearm hit the floor. He seen it while he was being assaulted. He grabbed it and he shot them bitch ass niggas until the gun couldn't shoot no motherfucking more. It was 8, 9 niggas. It was how many? One me count. I think it was 6, 7 niggas jumping on him.
But listen. So now do we get to a point to where, since they might be saying, okay, that's not my gun, they might be telling on him saying that's his gun. Does he gets to tell on them back saying that no, that's their gun? Like, I mean,
Well,
how does that work?
how it works is he doesn't know where the gun came from. He just knows that the gun appeared and he grabbed it, just like the criminal complaint. So
But no,
let's
but
just
what I'm saying is, if they're saying that that's his gun, the other party is, can he defend himself and say, nah, that ain't my gun? He just
he,
gonna say he don't know where it came from. He can, I mean, to me, it
so
seems like somebody's gonna have to tell on somebody. That's what I'm getting
so
from it.
so listen. And when we talk like that, I want to raise the conversation up a couple of notches because this is when you get dumb nigga shit, and this is when you get stupid ass niggas who always talk about. Now, I'm not saying what you're saying is that, but this
Yeah.
is when you get nigga shit involved in it. Does he tell? If he says it, is he a snitch? Hey, what he's saying is not my gun. I don't know where it came from. The affidavit doesn't say that the gun came from him, nor does the affidavit say that the gun came from either one of them. The affidavit says that it during while being assaulted and robbed, a gun appeared. It doesn't say from who. It doesn't
Yeah.
say how it appeared. It doesn't say whether it was on the floor, under a table. It says a gun appeared, and he took possession of it, and he used it on the people who were assaulting and robbing him.
Yeah.
He don't know where the gun came from. He don't know. Hey, listen, Rockstar, he being jumped on by 5, 6 niggas. Niggas got chairs in the air. They jumping on him. They pulling his chain, snatching his watch off. He don't know where it came from. He can't say where it came from because he ducking his head trying to stop from getting kicked, stumped,
That's a
and
fact.
hit.
That's a
He don't
fact.
know where it came from.
Yeah.
He could if he wanted to say it came from this nigga, he doesn't know. He doesn't know because he was ducked down. When you look at the video, he's trying to cover his head up, stop him from being hit in the head. He's trying to keep his jury on. He's trying to stop niggas. He don't know where it came from. He doesn't know where it came from. What he does know is that when that bitch hit the ground, he heard somebody saying, "Get the gun, get the gun." That's when he even was aware that it was a gun. Come on, listen, bro. He being assaulted and robbed by 6, 7 niggas. He heard somebody say, "Get the gun, get the gun." He had the presence of mind to look just like everybody else was looking.
Yeah.
When it just so happens the gun was closer to him than anybody else.
Right
If
now.
JR if JR had a gun, so you got all these legal beagle expert ass, Matlock ass niggas. Watch this. Under it's a bunch of man. Well, niggas would have did that because niggas wasn't this and niggas wasn't that. All right, watch this. You tell anybody on here who is street nigga, anybody on here who been in the shootouts or been in the gang fights or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You tell me under what circumstance you get confronted by 6, 7 niggas. One of the niggas that part of this shit is a nigga that you had a problem with for 3 years, right? Allstar JR didn't even know these niggas was NBA niggas. He don't know them. Ben 10 and Danny and Ron already said they had never seen him before. He had never seen them niggas is not no popular members of the NBA.
Yeah.
3-3 is recognizable worldwide because he be with NBA so much, young boy so YB so much. But these other niggas look like just other niggas. We in a restaurant, nigga. It's 11:30 at night. These gremlin people under the stair looking ass niggas look like every other nigga. You hear me? These niggas ain't no special about these niggas to where he knew them. These niggas ain't no hustlers. These niggas ain't no millionaires. These niggas swapping out chains, bro. One picture video, you had a nigga wearing an NBA chain. On the other picture, if you got another nigga wearing it, they passing jewelry around. These niggas ain't no millionaire niggas who known for stepping and known for getting no motherfucking money in Houston, bro.
Yeah.
So he didn't know these niggas at all. Period. So my question to you is, if I got a stick on me, and I see 5, 6 niggas, 7 niggas confronting me, including the nigga who I know, James Prince Jr., who I got a problem with. If I see these niggas approaching me, they not gonna be able to touch me if I got no fire on me, dog. If I got a stick on me, I'm not waiting on nigga hit me before I'm finna shoot your bitch ass, bitch.
That's a fact.
On my mama. It don't even make no. So speaking of what don't make sense, what don't make sense is if he already had a gun on him, why would he wait till niggas get on him and take all his jury off of him before he pull that bitch out? Nigga, as soon as you raise your hand, bitch, like you finna get aggressive, I'm whipping that thing out on you, nigga.
I ain't heard one lie yet, man.
Bro, you
Hey,
get all these niggas chiming in. Well, this don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Why would they show up there with kids and women and children? Them niggas was high on lean, pills, weed. Why would they get up and leave Atlantic Ocean and go to confessions when confessions is finna close?
yeah.
Why would they do that? They were never seated in that. Hey, watch this, Rockstar. This gonna come out. They were never seated in that restaurant. There was never a party in that restaurant. And so somebody said, well, man, they got pulled. They got pulled. The restaurant was going to stay open longer for them. The restaurant was going to stay open longer for them. Who got pulled? Who got enough pull to make a phone call to get to a restaurant when it's closing and leave that bitch? Who got that kind of pull?
Jay Prince, we know that.
Yeah, but see, here's the fact. The fact is, James Prince Jr. said he arrived late to a party that was already ongoing. That's what he said. You can't get away from that. He made a statement. He said he got there late, and and the party was already ongoing. The party was not ongoing. They got there together. We're going to subpoena phone records. We're going to subpoena social media posts.
Yeah.
We're going to subpoena all that shit. We already got the storylines from 3 of the niggas who was with him that night.
Yeah.
In the storyline, none of the story shows them getting haircuts. It shows them at gas stations. It shows them pouring up lean. It shows them in the car. It shows them at Atlantic Ocean. It even shows the menu with OG Street name printed on the menu, which is where his birthday party was. And we already have surveillance footage from Atlantic Ocean proving that the party was there. They got up and they left and they drove to confessions and they met James Prince Jr. in a parking lot. They had a conversation in the parking lot and they all came into the restaurant together at the same time. It was not a situation where there was already a party ongoing at confessions. There was no party there, so nobody was late because nobody was there. The only person who was there was Allstar JR having dinner with one other human being, and that human being was a woman. He was on a date. It's these gribbling ass people under the stair, Freddy Krueger, son of a thousand maniac niggas. It's these niggas who allowed James Prince Jr. to convince them to come to a place after he got the drop on JR, after somebody called him and said, you know, the guy you got a problem with is here. So they said, well, Dawgface, why you saying that? How you saying that? Rockstar. Niggas having conversations about this shit and saying one thing, and then they contradicting themselves in some other way. So watch this. They saying, hey, Dawgface, well, how you know somebody called and gave him the drop? How you know the same way I know that they all arrived at the restaurant at 11:30 and somebody had enough pull to keep the restaurant open for these dope fiend high ass gremlin ass niggas to have a party after hours. If James Prince Jr. got enough power to keep the restaurant open for these little gremlin ass niggas, then James Prince Jr. had enough pull with somebody in that restaurant for somebody to call him and get him to drop on All-Star JR. Think about it.
Yeah.
Come on now. Niggas want to have it one way. Niggas saying one thing, then they saying something else. So niggas just talking and just saying whatever is caused to say at any particular point in time. But then if you sit back and think about what they're saying, they contradicting themselves. There is no footage of them having a birthday party. These niggas is drunk, high, on everything.
Mm.
And said, well, they wouldn't be so stupid as to bring their families, girls, and kids to a situation where they knew that they was gonna get into a situation. Yes, they would. They ain't that stupid. Well, wait a minute. They on Instagram pouring up lean, talking about they selling lines of lean for $250. They on Instagram with box with drums on it, shoved down their motherfucking waistband. So these niggas is not the smartest niggas in the motherfucking equation, bro. These niggas is drunk, high, and retarded. Now, when you put drunk, high, and mix that shit with high levels of retardation, ain't no telling what you can get out of that.
High level retardation is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they stir the pot, turn smoke into a blaze. Every headline got a name, trying to boost they plays. Turn brothers to ops, put a price on pride. On God. Industry messy, they just watch from the side. Watch podcast talk, now it's deeper than rap. Couple mics in the camera, got them setting traps. Number one in the city, but it come with a cost. Detroit. Dawgface news, tell the truth was lost. Started off cool, now it's tension in the air. Same room last year, now we can't even share. They clip one sentence, make it sound like a threat. Cut it up, now it's pressure on the neck. Got the city upset. In the Pontiac ties, but the D show love. Pontiac, Detroit. Still representing both sides when I rise above. Real one. But the blogs won't beef, they don't care who bleed. They don't. Long as views go up, they gon' plant that seed. For